From the softness of the NBA to a game that is anything but soft. Yes, that's right. We're going to hit it up a little early today, ladies and gentlemen. One of the more popular growing games on YouTube and Spotify, and we are going with our next edition of NBA Player Or. 2 weeks ago, Montana went 5 for 5 for the first time. Broke his streak last week and missing a question, but still finished with a 3 for 5 effort. He's now, for those of you counting at home, 15 of 20 in NBA Player Or. That's a 750 batting average for you math majors out there. So let's see how he will do this week. And I'll be honest, Montana, I'm not very confident that I'm going to stump you this week.
Okay.
The topic for this week is NBA Player or NFL Draft Pick.
All right.
And the reason why, and I didn't think this one through, it's solely 2022 NFL draft picks. I could have made this super difficult and said anybody that ever got drafted by the NFL, but I don't have that much time on my hands. Anyway,
all right.
For those that have been watching us here over the last 5 weeks and into week 6, you know how the game is played. But for those that are new to the Well Beyond the Arc podcast, I give Montana 5 names, and he has to determine whether or not they are an NBA player or someone from another profession. And we change that, or, if you will, every week. If Montana gets a player correct, or a name correct, you will hear this sound.
Victory!
Thank you once again, Johnny Drama. If Montana gets one incorrect, we'll hear this sound. Pretty straightforward. All right, Montana, you ready to go?
I'm ready. Let's get into it.
All right, let's see how you do. The first name, is this an NBA player or 2022 NFL draft pick? The name is James Mitchell. James Mitchell.
All right. I'm going to go with NFL draft.
Victory!
Well done, sir. James Mitchell hails from Virginia Tech. He is a tight end drafted number 177th overall to the Detroit Lions. Well done, sir. You are 1 for 1. Let's go to our second name. Is this an NBA player or NFL draft pick? The name is Curtis Perry. Curtis Perry.
I'm going to stick with NFL draft pick.
Oh, Curtis Perry played in the NBA from 1971 to 1978 for the Rockets, Bucks, and Suns, averaging 9.5 points per game in 480 career games.
There goes the streak.
And the streak is over at 1. All right. Name number 3. Is this an NBA player or NFL draft pick? The name is Danny Gray. Danny Gray. And again, this is the 2022 NFL draft only.
I heard the first thing I heard was Danny, so I was hoping it was going to be Danny Green. You know, the brick master himself. But I'm going to go with NFL draft.
Oh.
Victory!
Well, I don't know if Danny Gray has a nickname, but I'm sure it's not the Brickmaster himself. Danny Gray, wide receiver out of SMU, drafted 105th overall to the San Francisco 49ers. Back on track, Montana. All right, 2 out of 3. Let's go to name number 4. Is this an NBA player or NFL draft pick? The name is David Rivers. David Rivers.
I'm going to stick on the side of NFL draft pick.
Oh no, David Rivers, Former guard, played in the NBA from 1988 to 1988 to 1992. Split time with the Los Angeles Lakers and LA Clippers. Had 3.4 points per game in 114 games. He also played for Olympiacos of the Greek League and played against Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls in the 1997 McDonald's Open. Also on that team is current Bulls general manager Arturas Karnisovas. All right, 2 for 2. Let's see if we can get 3 out of 5, Montana. The fifth and final name, Rodney Monroe. Is Rodney Monroe an NBA player or NFL draft pick?
Well, I'm not even sure if I've said NFL or NBA player yet. So I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna go to the other side and say NBA player.
Victory!
All right, still got a winning record here, ladies and gentlemen. In each of the 5 weeks of NBA player or Rodney Moore played 38 games in the NBA with the Atlanta Hawks in the 1991-92 season, averaged 3.4 points per game. I swear I'm not doing a search on a live sports bureau for players that average 3.4 points per game during their career. It just happens to be that way. All right. Well, Montana, you're still with a winning record. You're 3 out of 5. That brings your running total to 18 of 25. Still a plus 700 batting average, 72 to be percent to be exact. And yeah, better luck next week for a 5 for 5. But once again, well done, sir.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay from Yankee and the Brit telling you to come over and check out our shows. The Yankee and the Brit Sports Talk, Well Beyond the Arc, the Markout Podcast, Flagrant and Foul, Real Talk with Jay, and MMA Underground Weekly at YouTube /The Yankee and the Brit. Deuces.